An insight I want to share with you today is about my Indigo perspective on ADHD and anxiety disorder or disorders of the mental illness type. Um, it's really important to note that it's not us, the people, we, the people, that have disorders. It is the world around us that is in disorder. So if you think about how you throw everyone into all the children into a school system and they're all expected to learn the same things, sit in a institution all day, and you know what I'm talking about, and be at the same level as everyone else. Think of how that impacts that child. And ADHD, in my opinion, translates to attention dialed in to a higher dimension. So if these kids that are in school and they're daydreaming and they're not interested in sitting still for that long, if they are having trouble focusing on some subject that is totally irrelevant to their life path, they're probably going to get a label such as attention deficit hyperactive disorder, ADHD. Yeah, which it bothers me because it indicates that there's something wrong with that child because it doesn't fit that society norm, that system norm. Who designed this norm? I'm not sure, but I just wanted to give you a perspective on that and how it is not the person that has a disorder, it's the world that we live in that is disordered. I have a lot of bright lights that come to me that feel like they have panic attacks, they're anxious, they're labeled with disorders of all kinds, and this mosquito needs to go. And what I see is that they are bright lights who can't function in a normal world because we're not meant to. And I've talked about this before, is how we're not meant to fit in. There are some of us who feel like the misfits. We feel like we can't connect, we can't relate to certain conversations, to certain topics, to like things are just not of the same importance to us. So we kind of get ousted, and that could be lonely, which can be misinterpreted as a mental illness. Well, I don't fit in, there must be something wrong with me. Down you go, down you go, down you go into a dimmer light. And that drives me crazy because it's not the people that are being diagnosed that is the problem. It is the system, it is the expectations of the whole general system. So ponder that if you've been labeled with something, if you struggle with something because of something somebody has identified you as having, if you're feeling that way, understand that it's because you're not meant to fit. You're meant to create something different. You're meant to shine brighter. And all of these people, these experts or these authorities saying that you have this and that makes can make you dull your shine, and we're here to shine. So don't dull for anyone. Use these tools that you have, because they're tools, they're not disorders. Use these tools you have to create what it is we're here for, to create, put your energy into what you are passionate about, what you do daydream about, what you do. If you have anxiety, consider that maybe you were told when you were a child, careful, careful, and you have this distrust programmed into you that you're not safe in your actions and your movements. And this insight came in a session today with somebody, young, vibrant woman, and she was like, I've always thought that there was something wrong with me because of these labels that I had. But how enlightened she is now to see that these are all gifts that we have. I speak for myself too, because I would have been, had my mom taken me for whatever reason to the system, the doctors or whatever, they would have labeled me with ADHD because I was like not here. So we are in this world We're not of this world. So trying to make us fit into a mold that's in this world, that's been put in place into this world, it makes no sense, and it creates a lot of friction in our energy and our vibration, because that's where, and that's where a lot of the time where the anxiety comes from. It's like, okay, we're trying to fit somewhere and it's not fitting, and we're told that we don't fit, or we feel like we can't keep up to the norm, the expectations of the outside world. And really, we all we have to do is just find our light, and use it, and use it for good, and use it to create and channel that beautiful energy, that distracted, unfocused energy into something that is in alignment with your spirit. Doesn't have anything to do with the outside. It's what is in alignment with you. So that's just a little bit of a perspective on it. I'm not saying that it goes for every diagnosis and all of that. I know there are a lot of challenges, and people, need to learn how to work with it. And but what I'm saying is that's my perspective. Indigo perspective. Take it or leave it.